All right,
Hey, Bobbi.
Hi, Rich. How are you?
Good, good.
Good.
yeah, how Brooke said before we meet our chefs, we have two other special guest diners right now. We have our county executive, Rich Fitzgerald, and we also have the president and the CEO of United Way, Bobbi Geer. First, I'll turn to you, Bobbi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I just finished my dinner and it was fantastic.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, see, I have my plate sitting right next to me, and I still haven't even took a bite. Smelling it right now, and it smells good. So
Yeah.
glad you're enjoying it. So we'll get into, like the brunt of everything right now. We know that United Way has been an important part of making all of this happen. What are some of the things that United Way has been doing to support the efforts, to really get the food families in Western PA?
Well, sure. Really, at the beginning of the pandemic, and we worked with our partners at the county to really start taking contacts at 211, which is our 24-hour, 7-day-a-week information and referral line that folks can call at any time as they have human services needs. And one of the things we heard very quickly was that people were food insecure. Kids weren't in school, they were needing meals. And we wanted to act quickly to be able to help the community. And it was through partnerships that, like with Brooks Broadhurst and Eaton Park, other organizations in the community, and certainly a very generous grant from the PNC Foundation that allowed us to start the Student and Family Food Relief Fund, which to date has now provided, I think, over 350,000 meals. And that's in addition to what the food bank is doing and what other organizations are doing. And we're thrilled to be able to help in this way and to figure out how to get those meals transported to families as well.
Definitely. Nice. And before I actually even switch gears to, is, just a personal relationship with a lot of our audience members. A lot of families out there, just like yourself, if I'm not mistaken, have children that are in school. How have you been coping with, the whole COVID pandemic?
Scooch down here. This is my daughter, Katie. She is an 8th grader, and she's eating dinner here with my family, eating dinner. And we're fortunate that Katie's been able to get back into school, but she was at home for several months, working here at home, and so it's been a challenge, like with many families, trying to juggle work, trying to figure out how kiddos are going to continue learning in school and have the equipment and the support that they need. So we've been juggling like other families in the region, but I think Katie's doing pretty well. I'm happy to be back in school.
Glad to hear that. Hopefully sooner than later, it'll really be actual normal. So that's good to hear. And
yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks. You can sit down, sweetie.
Thank you, Bobbi. I'm gonna switch gears a little bit right now until County Executive Rich Fitzgerald, and just to stay on the subject a little bit, how we're able to provide for families of Western PA and things of that nature. County executive, I know a lot of funding, for COVID have come through the CARES Act. Can you actually speak on that, a little bit, or in the different county has used the funding?
Yeah, the way, thank you, Dwayne. And let me, first of all, my compliments to the chefs, whoever. It was fantastic meal. I agree with Bobbi. I enjoyed the sauce, the noodles, the salad, the bread, and the sweet potato pie. So kudos to everybody. And Brooks, thank you for the work that you do. And Mayor, appreciate your work. The way they set this up at the federal level was that government entities that had more of a population of 500,000 or more received the money. So we're Allegheny County is the only governmental entity outside of this part of the state that receives that money. So it became incumbent upon us to figure out how to spend that money. And I will tell you that the county manager and our human service and health department people have really worked and done yeoman's work. And we all know Mark Cherna. And of course, we've all become familiar with Deborah Bogan over the last few months and the work that she has done. So they've made sure that organizations like the United Way, who do such great work in reaching out into some of our neediest neediest population are able to help people, whether it's with meals, whether it's with health initiatives, whether it's with childcare and other things that they're able to do. So we were receiving a little over about $212 million of CARES money, and about a quarter of that, about $58 million of that was allocated to what we would call vulnerable populations that folks like the United Way would be with. About a quarter of that money went towards medical assistance, medical work, the PPEs that we have, the testing that is done, the contact tracing, the things that Dr. Bogan and her team had been able to do. And then some of it's gone to things like our nursing homes, jail population, other folks who are in vulnerable populations to be able to do that. So, and some of it's gone to some of our assets actually, like our cultural amenities, to be able to do the things that they do. So it's obvious, and then some of it obviously went to local government. There were local governments, whether it be the city of Pittsburgh or on down to some of our smaller out of the 130 municipalities that have had extra costs that they've incurred because of COVID, whether it's PPEs that they had to buy, whether it's other things through public safety. So money went out through there. Volunteer fire departments were allocated some funding. So it went into a lot of different areas that went. We actually have a dashboard that people could look and see exactly how that money was spent. But I can tell you that we've never had anything like this before. I certainly hope we never have anything like this again. And I'm hoping that, you know, once we get on the other end of the calendar, we move into 2021, hopefully with the vaccine coming early next year, maybe a lot of this can be put behind us. But it's affected everybody in every neighborhood, in every organization, every family, rich, poor, white, black, city, suburb. Everybody has been affected by this. Obviously, some people have been affected more significantly than others.
Sure. I know I can speak for myself, and obviously the majority of people that are served, that we appreciate the efforts for sure, and how you said we're looking forward to just getting right now, but while we're in the midst of it still, thank you for all of your efforts, and you as well, Bobbi. Thank you for your efforts as well, and thank you both for sharing all of this information and dining with us tonight. Welcome to have you.
Thanks for the great meal. And let me just real quick echo the mayor's words. We've been very fortunate in keeping our numbers low compared to other urban areas of the country. And it only is because so many people have cooperated. So many people have worn their masks, kept social distance, followed our medical experts. And we still have a way to go before we get to the end of this. But, the people in Allegheny County and in this region have always helped each other, always worked together, and we just need to continue that. So thanks, everybody.
And thanks for the great partnerships. It's been fantastic to see how this community has come together.
Definitely. Thank you, guys. All right. So I guess it's time to start, get going.